Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young. How's it going in there, Murray?
I didn't realize how hard it would be to see anything from your pocket. Good thing I have excellent hearing.
The rest of my gear is in there. I hope it'll be safe down here. It's probably fine. I'll leave my work down here. I better leave it on while I'm on the ship. I don't think so. I'll probably do my shirt in a few weeks when it starts to get mossy. Let me apologize in advance. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
I see no team. Only you, withered zombie man. Let me assure you that whatever you're planning, it will be nothing compared to the torments that I will... I would admire your methods if they had been used on someone else.
Thanks, I guess.
Hey, what are you...
Next stop, Monkey Island.
Swabby! Why are you out of the old? You're not ready for the deck. Where's your mop? And also... I can explain, sir. I guess you'll be first swab now, whatever your name is.
A promotion! I won't let you down.
This'll be ruined now it's spilled. Start making the potion again. I'll be in me cabin, gritting me collection of other people's teeth.
Redo the potion? Is that even possible?
No! We barely scraped together the ingredients the first time. We're out of almost everything.
Let's tip the cauldron back and pretend we're working on it. Maybe he'll forget about it eventually.
You don't know LeChuck like I do. But it'll buy us some time.
Is this one of those times where you substitute different stuff for all the ingredients and it works anyway?
No, they were right. We couldn't make the potion again.
But you told me that you can't get to Monkey Island unless you make the potion.
Well, I did. But as it turns out, there is a way. We storytellers call what's happening now a twist. There was an important piece of the puzzle that I hadn't seen yet. I started by looking around the ship for opportunities.
Hey!
That looks like a permanent stain. Ew, smells worse than it looks. How's it going in there, Murray?
I don't know what you're planning now, but I'm going to see you burn for it.
What's that?
Blendering prospects.
You won't need those. I'll find a way for us to get to Monkey Island. It's empty now. Nice view up here.
Sure.
I'm just looking around for another way to get to Monkey Island.
Be my guest.
These things get more sophisticated every year.
Would that we all did the same.
Hey, Flambe! Ship ahoy! It's Captain Madison! Ready the cannons!
Don't worry about it. LeChuck already knows they're out there.
Wait, never mind. Something's going on. They've got a cauldron on deck. That looks like a cinnamon stick. Mint, squid ink. Hey, wait a minute. I know that recipe. They didn't come to sink us. Those weasels are going to Monkey Island.
Okay.
Those double-crossing thieves. That's piracy.
I'm not sure what else you were expecting under the circumstances.
Why aren't they happier? A well-placed stab in the back is cause for celebration. Aha! They're missing a skull. We don't need a potion because they have one.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Make ready to sail.
Do I look like a quartermaster to you? You sure don't look like one to me.
I'll go talk to Iron Rose. This is gonna be great.
If you say so, Swabby.
Oops. I have an amazing idea.
Does it involve mopping?
No, it involves following another ship to Monkey Island. See, Captain Madison is just east of us right now. They're brewing the potion to go to Monkey Island.
So
I'm gonna help them finish it, and then we follow them. All I need to do is get them a skull somehow. Make ready to sail.
no.
We don't even want to go to Monkey Island.
Golan gave us a perfect excuse to skip it, and now you're about to screw it up. Let's lock him in the hold.
Whoa, hang on. I'm a little surprised to hear this.
You shouldn't be. But so far, you haven't struck me as the brightest candle in the box. There's nothing on that island except for the secret. The secret doesn't split 6 ways.
7.
LeChuck only wants it because of his obsession with that stale glass of milk Guybrush Threepwood.
I think you're making a mistake.
Let's put it to a vote.
Voting is supposed to be at 1 bell. Fair enough.
The matter before the crew is the question of whether we should go to Monkey Island. I vote nay.
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 Aye.
The vote to go has to be unanimous. It isn't. Meeting adjourned.
What? Unanimous?
It means I had to convince each and every member of the crew to change their vote.
Wow.
You, Swabby, come over here. Ye be new to my ship. I like to meet each of my crew. What's your name, Swabby?
Mike,
Look, I'm just going to call you Swabby. It's not good for the chain of command if we get too friendly. Any questions? None? Good. I likes an unquestioning crew. Now, get back to work before I use your entrails as bait. Wait! Don't forget the keel hauling tomorrow at 4. I like to think of it as a team-building exercise.
I won't. I'd like to discuss your vote on the Monkey Island issue.
It's nay. I'm afraid going to Monkey Island doesn't really have anything in it for me.
Wouldn't the change of scenery be nice?
I've seen lots of scenery.
How about I make it worth your while?
Go on.
I'll take your next shift.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were after my job. No thanks.
I'll get you transferred to the other yardarm.
I've been there. I prefer this one.
I'll be your best friend.
My best friend will always be the sea, or maybe Putra.
Well, what would you be interested in?
Well, I've got all I need, but I'm bored. We used to have an entertainment budget, but this fancy new ship is leveraged like crazy, so there are no frills anymore.
Entertainment, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something. Entertainment is my middle name.
Well, that's funny. Oh, I do like a good joke. They don't last very long, though.
Listen, about that trip to Monkey Island.
That we voted against.
Exactly. I want to try to persuade you to change your mind about it. Or if not your mind, then at least your vote.
Good luck with that. I'm regretting hiring you right now.
I could do you a favor in return. Win-win. That's how politics works, right?
I don't bargain away my opinions and judgment for cash or favors, Swabby. I'm not for sale. I have a moral center.
I've got one of those. It's just kind of small and off to the side. Like a hangnail.
Let's hope it doesn't cause you any trouble in your career as a pirate.
Not so far. As quartermaster, it seems like you should be more loyal to LeChuck, who, I will point out, very much wants to go.
I've been with LeChuck a long time.
Exactly.
In the beginning, I really admired the way he saw the world.
Through a reddish haze of constant anger?
I don't know, that's just it. I can't even remember what I found so inspiring. It makes it hard to follow his lead on a personal quest like the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh. You should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay. The crow's nest is up there. Working hard?
Never.
What's the book?
It's a book of underworld jokes. Jokes from beyond the pale. Unheard of in this world.
Underworld jokes, you say? Any good?
Hilarious.
Would you describe that book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
Think you'll be done reading soon?
Nah, I don't really have anything else to do.
Let's talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island. Are there any particular favors I can do for you? I don't know a lot about your interests.
My main interests are sleeping and eating. I try to do both as much as possible.
Do you have a favorite food?
Oh, yes. Scorched Alaska. Salty like widow's tears. Sweet like revenge. And fiery like a hot poker to the tongue.
Sounds good.
Exquisitely painful, yes.
How do you make scorched Alaska?
I don't. I have someone else make it. Professional if possible. There are safety concerns.
Remind me how you make scorched Alaska?
I engage a professional.
About your vote.
It doesn't mean much to me one way or the other. But hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
You want me to scratch your back?
Figure of speech. No need to burn yourself. Do something nice for me, and maybe I help you.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
Looks like they haven't figured out their skull problem yet. Good. Hey, Flambe, would you like some crackers?
Yeah. Crackers are like my feet, in that I want to keep them as far from my mouth as possible.
One bell. Voting hour.
Didn't we just do this?
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
Nay.
Nay. Nay.
Nay.
Nay.
The vote hasn't changed since last time.
The mill of democracy grinds slowly.
I warn you, Swabby. Don't waste our time. Meeting adjourned.
That's held shut with a pretty sturdy piece of timber. You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while. It sounds like screaming, but really quiet. Can I ask about that pepper shaker?
It's demon pepper, made from demon peppers, which are basically the hottest peppers you can get. Do not, under any circumstances, put it on anything you intend to eat.
I like spicy food.
Not like this. Burns on the way in, burns on the way out. In between, burns.
So, Putra.
Chef, Putra, please call me Chef. Everybody does.
They do?
No, never. But they should.
I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska?
Of course I can make scorched Alaska, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Scorched Alaska is the kind of thing that requires a skilled chef. Apparently, I'm still only a cook.
I wasn't aware there was a difference.
That's because you're an ignorant clod like everyone else on this ship.
So a chef outranks a cook?
Yeah, of course on a ship this size I'd still be the only one making food, so that part doesn't mean anything. It's just about the recognition.
Well, have you tried to get a promotion?
Only about a dozen times. I keep the written request handy, complete with case studies and cost-benefit analysis. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this, but LeChuck refuses to sign it.
Management.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to sway you on the Monkey Island vote.
Save your breath, I'm unswayable. There's only one opinion I value, and that's Iron Rose's. She's the smartest one on the ship.
Second smartest.
Now that you mention it, I'm remembering that I said just last week that I'd always vote with Rose, so I'm gonna do that on this too. Whatever way Rose votes, that's how I'll vote. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
Putra makes a compelling case for promotion. Why don't I see if I can make some headway with your promotion? I think LeChuck likes me.
Sure, knock yourself out. If nothing else, we'll all get some entertainment out of it.
It's hard to tell if those are for cooking or combat.
It's cute that you think there's a difference.
At first I thought the privy must be behind there, but no, it's just the pantry. Ugh.
Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby. That be the one true map to the secret of Monkey Island. Procured by me at great expense and no small amount of trouble. So, I'll not have you touching it, even with your eyeballs. Leastwise, not while they still reside in your skull. Is this about a promotion for Putra again? I've told her 100 times I'm never going to sign that. One more thing, Swabby. Now that you'll be first swab, you'll be needing to fill out the Swabby report. Take this report, fill it out, and give it to Iron Rose for her initials. Some say it's grog that keeps a pirate ship running. It's not. It's paperwork.
These open plan offices are all the rage now. Flair?
What do you want?
Forgive me, but I'm unclear. What exactly is your job on this ship?
I'm the second mate, bosun, gunner, ship surgeon, and composer. And I do the laundry.
Wow. Save a little for the rest of us, huh?
You after my jobs? Better not be. I need the cash. I'm saving up.
What are you saving up for?
None of your business, Swabby.
What's that you're working on?
It's theme music for LeChuck. I'm sketching out a melody. I'm happy with the first two notes. They're both do. The repetition emphasizes LeChuck's relentless nature, his dogged pursuit of his goals. It's a quality I admire. Still working on the other notes. My target is 7 total. I'm hoping to work in an augmented fourth to make it sound demonic.
Right. I understand completely.
You must have some scrubbing to get to, right, Swabby?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
Flair?
What do you want?
Can we talk about your vote on going to Monkey Island?
No.
Oh, come on. There must be something I can do for you. Something you want?
Nothing you can give me.
Try me.
Okay, fine. Earlier today, I lost my grandmother's whale knife. It was a gorgeous heirloom. I treasured it. And now it's gone. Bring me the knife, and I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Great. Can you tell me where and when you last saw it?
It was sticking out of Gullet's back, right after I stabbed him with it. Probably still there.
LeChuck threw Gullet over the side.
Yep. Joke's on you, Swabby. And I guess on me, too. Now beat it. I'm busy. Nice try, Swabby, but that's not my knife. It's not even a whale knife.
I already have some chicken feed. The rest of my gear is in there. I hope it'll be safe down here. It's probably fine. That is... Gullet!
You!
That's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. It's a beauty.
You clown. That isn't gonna do any good. It wasn't even bothering me.
He's pretty securely pinned there by the rudder. I have to say, I thought you were gone for good. I was feeling no small amount of pleasure about it, in fact.
It'll take more than a bath to get rid of old Gullet. Now pull me out of here before I hang you by your own intestines, Swabby.
That's actually first swab now.
What is?
Me. LeChuck gave me your job.
You? Not likely.
I do prefer a management role. Less scrounging, more lounging.
I'm gonna give your pancreas to my rat for a pillow!
I'm the only one who knows you're down here.
Not true. I know I'm down here, don't I?
I guess you've got me there.
Ha!
If I leave you here, do you think you can free yourself?
Of course not. You think I haven't tried that already? It's a matter of leverage. As in, I'm gonna get a lever and smack you in the head with it if you don't get me out of here right now.
You might want to take a friendlier tone.
This is my friendly tone, you blabbering pile of excrement!
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes, more or less. How about you?
Well, technically, I don't have to breathe at all, but it's a reflex, isn't it? You can't really stop doing it, and it feels like drowning the whole time. So get me out of here right now, you colossal git!
Once we set sail, you'll probably be crushed into paste by the rudder.
Why would you tell me that?
Well, in case you're worried about being stuck for a long time.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat both your legs, throw them up, and then eat them all over again!
It would be smart of me not to give you the opportunity then. Nice talking to you, Gullet.
What do you mean, nice talking to you?
Oh, I don't mean it literally, of course. Just politely ending our conversation.
Wait, no, get me out of here for pity's sake! You baboon! I'll get you for this!
It's Flair Gory's grandmother's whale knife. I found your knife.
My grandmother's knife. Thanks, Swabby. I have no idea how you pulled that off, but I guess a deal's a deal. I'll vote for your stupid plan.
Could you initial this report, please?
This doesn't look complete. I'm sure you can find more wrong on this ship than that.
Okay. That looks like a permanent stain. Ugh, smells worse than it looks. Disgraceful. It's like no one on this ship has heard of recycling. Ghost rats. Ugh. It would take forever to itemize in here. I'll just make a blanket entry for the whole galley. I've already got the whole galley in my report. Can I borrow your demon pepper?
No.
You might want to change this water someday. Just a thought.
It's not water. I'm marinating the plate scrapings for tomorrow's dinner.
Can I give you a hand washing these plates?
Nah, I already did those.
These open plan offices are all the rage now. It's revolting, and it's a slipping hazard. That's it. I've completed my report. I should show it to Iron Rose. Could you initial this report, please?
Huh. Yes. Very thorough.
See? I am good at my job.
I wouldn't go that far. Here. I've got a bunch of other reports ready for the captain's signature. Why don't you take him the whole stack?
It's a stack of papers waiting for LeChuck's signature. It's a stack of papers, including Putra's promotion paperwork, ready to be signed by LeChuck.
What? Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet. Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby. What do you want, Swabby?
Didn't Guybrush Threepwood get to Monkey Island years ago?
Guybrush Threepwood is a fancy pants-wearing third-rate sailor and a has-been pirate. He stole the woman I loved, and I will eat his heart at the gates of hell.
Did you really love Elaine, or was it more of a...
My patience is wearing thin, Swabby. Now get out of here so I can think.
It's Chef Putra's request for promotion, stamped by LeChuck. Good news, Chef Putra. You're officially promoted.
I'm a chef! Chef Putra! Thanks, Swabby. You're amazing. I owe you one.
First swab. So, Chef. Now that you're a chef, would you make me a scorched Alaska?
Of course. I have to warn you, though, not to try to eat it.
Because of the demon pepper?
Mostly. You've still got a fair amount of your face left. It'd be a shame to melt it off prematurely. Some chefs these days use dandruff out of a can, but I would never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska, made to order. Be careful with it, and like I said, don't try to eat it.
Thanks. I don't think I should. Putra said it's made with demon pepper. I really don't think that's a good idea. Putra said, burns on the way in, burns on the way out. I'm not even that hungry. Okay? Here goes. Once is enough. Once is enough. Once is enough. Not right in front of him. Once is enough. I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Scorched Alaska. Sweet poisonous shades of my shady and poisonous childhood. It sears me inside like a lost love. A masterpiece. There's one bite missing.
Well,
Much respect, Swabby. I'm in your debt. I hate being in debt, so let's just say I'll vote your way next time we talk about that plan of yours. The one with the monkeys.
you're not reading this. Can I borrow it?
Sure, I'll let you have it for the rest of the day.
Thanks. It's Flambe's Underworld Joke Book. All jokes about demons and otherworldly stuff. It's Flambe's Underworld Joke Book. All jokes about demons and otherworldly stuff. Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Hey, this looks promising. Thanks. I owe you one.
Can I count on your vote to go to Monkey Island?
Sure, no problem.
I still think you should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay.
I don't have time for that right now. It's all stuff LeChuck has to approve anyway.
It's a stack of papers stamped by LeChuck.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. I feel like the supply of paperwork is endless. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet.
It's a stack of papers stamped by LeChuck.
Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. I feel like the supply of paperwork is endless. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet. Paperwork? Oh, I feel like the... All stamped.
I don't have time for that right now. It's all stuff LeChuck has to approve anyway.
What? Paperwork? Okay, I feel like the supply of all stamped. Paperwork? I feel like the supply of paperwork is endless. All stamped. Now please.
It's a stack of papers stamped by LeChuck.
I don't have time for that right now. It's all stuff LeChuck has to approve anyway.
I still think you should vote.
I don't want to talk. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired.
Okay. It's empty now. Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, LeChuck shouting.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Back straight, you shifty, feckless parasites! Why is the ship's cauldron still empty? I distinctly ordered a mystical voodoo potion. If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 flay you on a knife. Blah, 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 keyhole, blah, blah, walk the plank, blah, blah, blah. And another thing, blah, 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 blah. Dereliction of cruelty. Dagger's not rusty enough. Disgrace to the profession of pirating. Furthermore, blah, 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 bones into powder and sprinkle them on my cereal. In conclusion, shape up or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
I still think you should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay. How's the book, Bob?
Oh, it's very funny. I don't think I've ever heard any of the jokes before.
Good. So you're still on my side about the Monkey Island vote, right?
Sure.
Bob, I confess I'm a little confused about what your job is. I mean, I know you hang up there all day. I'm just not sure why.
As yardarm hanger, I serve as an example to the crew of what might happen if they break the rules. It's an important role, though admittedly not an exciting one.
That had better be the sound of you working, Swabby.
Looks like it's empty. Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you. I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? These things are dangerous.
I better get my hands on the Chuck's map first. You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here, I'm going to chew both your legs off and use your traitorous fingers to pick my teeth.
Okay then. Just checking. Ready for cannon firing. I better get my hands on the Chuck's map first. Man, it looks like it'd be more useful for fishing than stopping. It's the ship's hold. Home sweet home? Hey, Gullet. Can I get you anything?
You can tell whoever's been turning the ship's wheel to knock it off. I could lose a leg or something.
I'll be sure to pass that along. More importantly, is the taste of after chicken the same as the aftertaste of chicken? At least they don't smell like live chickens. Ugh, I'll keep my distance. Mothers are more vicious defending their young. I wonder what it's made out of. I wonder what it's made out of. Flair?
Yes?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
Flair?
What?
Well, how come you stabbed Gullet?
He asked too many questions.
How many questions did he ask?
One.
Flair?
What is it?
I'll leave you alone now.
Yes, you will.
So, Chef, you sure I can't change your mind?
I do owe you one, but I'm still voting.
Okay. Did you know Gullet well?
Sure. He and I were the only zombies in the crew until you came along.
How did you become a zombie?
Oh, the usual way. I was at the Culinary Academy at the time. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction to some strawberries. How about you?
Me? Another zombie bit me while trying to eat my brain, of course.
A bite? That old wives' tale? If you didn't want to tell me, you should have just said so.
Sometimes I forget I'm a zombie.
I don't. Every time I try to get a decent cooking job at a restaurant or some swanky manor house, they say I'm too green, and they play it off like they're talking about experience level, but I know what they mean. Zombies need not apply. We don't want them rotting near the food. You must have experiences like that.
They think all we want to do is eat brains.
Which, to be honest, I do want. But not constantly. That's a terrible stereotype.
What was Gullet like?
Well, you'll have noticed he was a bit of a bully.
Not at all.
He didn't have much power or control in his life, and he was insecure about that. So he compensated by being domineering, vicious, and cruel whenever he had the opportunity.
You don't say.
But he had his good side. He wrote poetry. Nobody else knows that. He kept it a secret. He was always afraid someone would steal his ideas. Not that anyone would have. His poems were total garbage.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
Remind me what you told me about the pepper?
It's very, very, very hot.
What's the soup of the day?
Some former crew members who didn't work out.
Yikes.
It's a delicacy.
Ooh, I think I'll skip dinner tomorrow. Flair?
What do you want?
I'll leave you alone now.
Yes, you will.
How's the book, Bob?
Oh, it's very funny. I don't think I've ever heard any of the jokes before.
Good. So you're still on my side about the Monkey Island vote, right?
Sure.
I still think you should vote to go to...
I don't want to talk. I'm having a cry.
Okay. Ready for cannon firing. Working hard?
Never.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing leader.
You can hang on to that if you like.
No, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow LeChuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote.
One bell. Voting hour.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
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 6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Not right away. I still needed to get my hands on the Chuck's map to the secret.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Keep your eyes off that map, Swabby! Paperwork? Okay, hand it over. I feel like the supply of paperwork is endless. All stamped. Now please give me some peace and quiet. I don't like the way you're eyeing my map. I don't like the way you're eyeing my... That's my private area, Swabby. That's my private area, Swabby. What do you want, Swabby?
I may have figured out a way to get to Monkey Island. I spotted another ship making a potion, and we can just follow them.
What does that nameplate say? The one there, on my desk.
It says LeChuck.
And LeChuck is a leader, not a follower. Now get out of here so I can think! I don't like the way you're eyeing my map.
Flair?
What?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
So, Chef. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that right now. It's all stuff LeChuck has to approve anyway.
You, okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here, I'm going to chew both your legs off.
Okay then. Just checking. few coins for incidentals. I've got enough to last me.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Listen here, you lazy pack of squealing bilge rats. Earlier today, in fact, not even an hour ago, I clearly heard someone on this deck mention Guybrush Threepwood. Out loud! If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah.
These open plan offices are all the rage now. It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important. It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly this isn't remotely like a map. You'd notice it right away. A map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need to get Madison a skull, and we'll be good to go.
In conclusion, shape up or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
Okay in there, Murray?
When I get out of here,
Okay then. So, everything's more or less ready to go?
As soon as Madison's ship gets underway, we'll follow it.
Why wasn't Madison's ship going yet?
Well, they still needed a flattened skull to finish their potion, and it was up to me to get it over to them. She's underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone.
Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Greenwood!
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
You move like a wounded hippopotamus.
You move like a dead one.
Oh, okay. Decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all swagger and no dagger.
I've got plenty of dagger. Blast!
Hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Hey, I know that one!
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
It's waving goodbye.
That's what I thought, too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
It's waving goodbye.
More like a white flag, then.
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Goodbye, Threepwood.
Oh. Good thing I can still hold my breath for 10 minutes. More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out. Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. You had to brew a special potion there were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. Elaine and me together forever. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure.